继续上学喽。哎，不好意思。
好，你前面的我都还不知道你在上到哪里。
你怎么看不到啊？没办法、啊，还是我要那个？
哦，没事。
玩那个我 DC， 因为我 DC 现在他那游戏还没有一个 update 进来，我这样随便玩。走到我的交易厅。
啊！不要再玩了，
好玩呐、啊！我们现在4个要干嘛？给我收挖钱。哎，什么？又去别人房间玩了？偷同学钱？
同学啊，
开其他同学箱子，好帅啊！
这么狡猾哦！
交易厅不去就偷脏别人房间的东西，太爽了。偷脏的衣柜，偷4边的水泉，知道超肥。哦，就一个圈，然后一堆都是这。
I suppose some introductions are in order.
对。
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your
Well, I suppose. No. Can I help you?
Did you see the way they just walked?
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
他们都知道那个乔治嗝屁了。当时好刺激，当时好可怕，当时好可怖。
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
好可悲。
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
他们能不能对焦啊？眼睛能不能对焦啊？
We can talk more later.
啊，我这个脸是自己捏的哦。
What book were
哦，
you
没有，
reading?
我没有给你看前面的影片，你可以问郑安的，他们都是一个模子，基本上啦。
然后挑这样子。
对。
I'm sure
我
you'll
突然觉
find
得这
out
个人有
soon
点
enough.
那
But
那
not
个
every
韩
spell
皮
you
啊
may need can be
有点
found
像
in
那个
our
有点像我那个
assigned
高中同学，
textbooks.
你要猜是谁？
许玉成，蔡家豪。
不是啊，那个女的角色啦。
你学用到咒语全部没有写在教科书里面。
你要说仪真对不对？
Are you saying some
不是
spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
家军。
Which
不是
ones?
不像吧？
Seems
家
I
军不
may
像
have
啊，
met
家
a
军脸很小
kindred
哎。
很
spirit.
像。
That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck
你说
today.
女
我记得
生吗？
我永远无法忘记，
他说我念角色吧
很快，但是我永远无法忘记。
The
不是
meet
不
to
是
car is
张元
already
琪啊，张元琪。
spoken for hours.
我虽然这个很快，但是我永远无法忘记，我有一次跟张元琪讲话的时候，然后他眼睛突然
Might
表
want
情
to
突然
think
撇
that
掉
again.。
好像很多人都是这样。
他们
啊？
玉成眼睛也会撇掉啊。
真的吗？我从来没有看过有人眼睛撇掉的。
玉成也会撇掉啊，我国中同学也会撇掉啊。
为什么会？
就是会有一颗突然歪掉，对不对？
对啊，对啊，对啊，哎，超可怕的！我以为他怎么了？我以为他会
Might
晕倒
want to
搞
think
不好他
that
斜
again.
视啊，有在吴思琪耶
Don't，move there, are you?
Here,
吴思琪，
watch this.
这是假的啊？
Don't say I didn't warn you.
不是啊，我说会那个会撇掉哦，
Told you.
斜视吧？
不是斜视啊，是突然的一瞬间，
Ah, I know
大概就
who
维
you
持个几
are.
秒。
You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with
变成
Professor
金鱼
Fig
一样
last night.
我都没有
Interesting tactic
一
on
些
your
著
first
名的
day,
角色。
taking all the attention
哦，
away
因为
from
因为
the
这个
first
设定
years.
年代是哈利波
I'm
特
Imelda, by
入
the
学
way.
前100 年，
Shame I wasn't with you in Fig.
那个时
I
候
could have
那
lured
时
that
候
dragon
伏地
away.
魔
My
也还
skills
没
in a
出
broom
生吧
are？legendary.
哦，所以这是很久以前的那个学院就对了。
Perhaps
Budget
Professor
hijack.
Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever
那这
could.
是有邓布利多
Speaking
吗
of？which, I'd like to
没
get
有
in
啊
some time on my
邓布利
broom
多
school
邓布利
classes.
多，
邓布利多活到100年前了。问一下，
Are you
台湾
a
一定
He's
啊
a，chess
魔法师
fan.
哎。
You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no
那
one
种大
else
蛇
see
啊，
it?
大蛇丸。
Do you have a lot of time to fly
哦，阿
during
豪，
school?
你选
I
什么
make the time.
那个史莱哲
There's
林啊
nothing like？
看我都不能
swerving
看
through
其
the
他学
spires
院
of
的
the
看人
castle
方
and
式。
around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mound.
要玩4个存档是不是？
Goodbye, Imelda.
当然，
Nice
我想
meeting
看
you.
赫夫帕夫的。
搞不好我打4周目有没有？没闪现。哦，可以
阿豪
看得
玩新游戏，我也要玩新游戏。
到标本会动哎、哎，你们要扭曲了，
我要玩新游戏。
打给打给了。
对玩 Piggy，
one.
不是 Piglin 啊，这哪是 Piglin？
Doubt mermaids find us
外面
there
玩
to
过哎，游戏教学。
Ah.
哦，这
Based
什
on
么
the chatter
博
when you entered
斯
the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth.
托特
I'm ominous. Ominous
明明是
Gaunt.
冈特，
Nice to meet you,
DR
Ominous.
八，
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
这11都免费哦。萨丘、
奶球
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to
波
start right
切
away.
特，
那个啊
You're definitely in the right
迪
house.
瓦，
Do let me know if I can be of any
这个
help
这
as
是
you
迪瓦
navigate your first days here. Though I
就
doubt
很像 CR 八。
小美
打完了
Were
这
you
一班的好了，
expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
要造型
Most certainly. My
王
family
者
on my
忍者
father's side
忍
are
者造
direct
型
descendants of
博斯
Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind
为
you.
了查
He
寻
was
找被藏
obsessed
匿的
with
古老
blood
奶
stains.
酪，奶
Pure
酪
blood maniac.
奶酪，
Unfortunately, most of his
没有
descendants do not fall far from that tree.
魔法背包，
Did
Ah.
that student
Well,
say
didn't
he
you?
thought he heard a mermaid?
对吗？
Yes,
将
but I've
所有
never
物品
heard
放
of a
在包包
mermaid
里
showing
面。
up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for
什
hours.
么使用此物品？
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine.
按下滑鼠右键可以转它。
My honor，
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor
地图上
Weasley's waiting for you
小
just
鼠
by the
狼
stairs.
打架了，打架了！
转那个地球，
宝可
转那个
梦
星座仪，是星座，
用食物丢他，
蛇夫座
那、么使用
天鹰
拿能
座、
量
山羊座
盾，牌，我几点能量啊？3点，防御2次，攻击，
然后
好结束。哦，这是什么？现在整理背包就可以占有此物，这是什么？每一个回合可以使用1次，对全体敌人造成3点伤害，不需要。
画，诶，如果画会动吗？
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long
板
time. I
条
can't believe I'm
这个
here.
比较好哎、
Well, you are.
板
here.
条盾比较
Make
好
the
哎、
most of it. You only have one
壳
first
太
day
大了。
at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
3721
Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs
升级
at the end of the year.
OWLs. Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the
包圆大
headmaster
了。
and the Department of Magical Education at the
在
Ministry,
地层中有的
we've devised something
终于
extraordinary to ensure
我
your
加
OK，
剑的那一个，哇，说不定可以换更大把剑，
我加建
Here
的那一
you
个
are.，
加它上面的。
没关系，这里也可以啊，
哦
我可以移啊，我可以随时移动它们。
那可以换更大盾。
我也希望可以换更大的。这是什么？此物品会沉底。
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning,
Oh.
so that you master
Basically.
all that's expected of a 5th year.
什么阿豪，你嘴
You
上面
would
有
be
个字
wise
啊
to？take full advantage of this
知道啊，感觉挺
exceptionally
骚包的。
valuable resource.
不知道什么，哇，腋下可以那个异次元空间
Thank
哦
you,，Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
食物直接放在腋下里面。
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. You've been practicing. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
不能放。
Using the guide will also train you to be
临近
alert to your
对。
surroundings.
诶，要学到点火的咒才能放，对不对？
为什么日文的声音？
你玩那不是日文游戏哦？
然后我在看霹雳
The
龙
guide
卷
will give you
风日
opportunities
文
to
版。
practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do
好，
keep
偷了
up.
东西，走。
累
前往
死
地下
我啦
墓！
Why
穴。
don't you cast
为什么把八
Revelry
点档
on
翻
that
成日
statue
文啊？
and see what details the field guide can provide?
说不定日本人会看到。
也不会。
有一箱宝物，有可以收集的东西。涂鸦，拿钱，
水怪，
宝藏。哦，什么双头戟？
那在玩什么东西？我有双头戟，
板条盾。
水怪，苏格兰水怪。
这比较强哎。我来换这把武器。这个，哦，攻击！哎呦，即将生成一个诅咒。攻击！攻击！
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like
防御
that, inside and outside of the
第一
castle.
诅咒，需要用在物品上面。跳过诅咒，我被诅咒了。
妈嘞，什么鬼？到底是什么鬼？到底是什么鬼？
哦，
来了！
我打开 GTA 线上，我又抽到车哎。
现在不是不能
为什
开吗？
么？
现在不是不能开吗？
他之前有更新，现在可以玩，
Perfect
但是
opportunity to
尽量
show
玩
you
那
how
个
to use flue
直
flames
人的
to get
直人
around a
战
bit
区。
quicker. Your
哦，
field
没有抽到
guide
过
contains
欸
a map of the castle. Open it up and
哇
find
作弊
Central
吧
Hall.
当然不管，我现在要打开来抽了。有人自己啊，已安装了版本 Rocks Game。哎，我没有啊。哎，现在一样用阿星打开吧。
对啊，
我不开。
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
来
These
了来了，
stairs
要来
lead
偷车子
directly
了
to。Central Hall.
现在是什么车？
You can get
看一下。
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
这台是什么？我也不知道哎，看起来很复古哎。
啊，你怎么有25万？我操！给我钱！
红色，哦，是怎样？我把双头戟。
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
哦，好
hive.
好哦，我也要
Our
钱
King's。Cross Station, so to speak.
我来看一下现在特价。
That should be all for now. You'll be
我那时候买
expected
的
to
什么
attend
会所
both
是吗？
Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
嗯，
And
都是我
I'd
买
like to be sure you get to
的。
Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you
哦，
lost
珍
on
珠
the
那时候
way.
是买那个吧？夜总会啊。
啊，
Hogsmeade,
对啦，会所自己
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain,
对吧？
and is
对啊
home to an
忘了
array of shops and pubs. You
为
should
了
be
那个
able to
喷射
find
飞
all
机
of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will
好用的，
also, I
非
imagine,
常好
enjoy
很
many
受
a
积极。
butterbeer there with friends in due course.
What will I
结
learn in
束
charms
挑选
class?。
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly
魔石。
useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark
哦，
Arts
2根双
is
头
required
戟。
for those who aspire to become auras.
收
Fortunately,
集
we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students'
治愈
education
5
in that
点血量
regard.。
哎呦，怪跑来追我是这样。
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig
好
has
多东
his
西哦。
reasons for keeping the details to himself. And
精良，
speak of the devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
好像
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh.
Did you get nervous when the elves went?
有一只吃到仔来了。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
小贾斯汀，你先闭嘴啊，
Now,
好吵。
as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
你不要乱讲话，等一下还想好被编台。
我就啊
刚好
啊！
没开台。
拉维亚
哎，
萨
你没开哦？
我开了
他不。是在看放记录档吗？
现在我在玩了。
我知道，这么猛。
哎，很严格，那个抓很严格哦。
对啊，史丹利都被 ban 了，
史丹利被 ban
了。
对啊，他因为念观众的那个 SC。
假哭吗？
对啊，他
Now, sounds like you've
他
quite a
念
day
观众的
ahead.
那个
Classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for
念观众的
supplies,
岛内
including your own
对
wine.
啊。
You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander.
然后
He's an
图集
exceptional
说
craftsman and a good friend.
你那个
I
实况
shall
主要
reach
自己
out when
掌
I
握
have
那
more
个观众
information
的那
about
个
our
内容，再选择
mysterious
要不要念。
rocket. For now, focus on your classes and
我
pay
觉得这蛮好，我
就
觉得蛮好
more
笑的。
than your owls may
他念
hinge
什
on the
么？
magic you are able to
对
master
念了，
within
现在念
these
想要就
walls.
是 ban 的。
现在念我就直接取 YT。
吴奇这么严格
小心
哦。
哎，
那8成是有人去检举还是什么搞的吧？不然不要讲。
说明身材太好之后就被 ban 了。
德政，这只能说德政。
笑死！
阿豪现在在开台，德政。
德政的文教，
不敢乱骂。
龙猫，
什么东西？
好可爱，暹罗猫。
哇，
对啊，干超爽的。我现在也要去抽好运中
哇，
欢乐，
是说
受不了，
翠玉符，这什么？
受不了！我现在正在往赌场的路上了。
哦，可以拿到这个罕见，好接受。此物品的沉底，此物品的格挡+1，每回合叠+1。
赌徒来喽！
摸摸。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
讲重点。
正在征求心思细腻的新计程车司机。哇，现在有计程车司机哦。啊！
哇，这歌很酷哎。
哦。
那开始。
来了，好运转了。
好，不能把它翻滚去上课。
有什么技巧吗，豆腐？
没有。
哇哦！怎么对眼？
我没有抽过哎，从来没有抽到。
我的技巧就是大力给它转下去。哎，哇！差一点。
了。哇！
要车的旁边那一格。
你怎么知道？你在
后面看啊。
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hackett! Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
这边不能比中指
哦。东威尔斯的猎龙团体，
我忘记怎么比动作。
To the wise, age matters very
你穿右键吗？
Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt?
谁在
No?
赌场打手枪？
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of
你按两下，按两下，
especially in the heat of battle.
放照的时候要念
Let's
出来。
practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
这给你。他不理我了。
Levioso.
Levioso。
哎，
Levioso。
这里有赌输的人呢，好落魄哦。
Now, let's try something a little larger.
见了
哦，
去了。
我去找我的那个。
Let us
我那时候买在
begin
哪
with a
里啊？
basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Oh, 知道了。
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
这种会是只有晚上可以去的。
没有啊，随时都可
Very
以去。
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
我有
We'll
买吧
start？with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick man.
I do
夜总会
enjoy
自杀。
lively duel.
Protego. Complicates things.
All of my students with this event. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Protego!
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
4个啊。
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
I'd hate to face Professor Heckett in a duel.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't.
这怎么回啊
You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
回到回击换线。
感觉可能你的意思。
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
小偷王
Knew I was right about you.
田
If you
鼠
want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts,
暴打
you're
这
going
田
to
鼠
need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
好，坏学生当起来。
I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
哦呦，
点香女
干嘛？
Revelio.
不念书在那边玩。
都不说你啊。
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
想好，他骂我啦。
先骂了。看狼没？
我先等他带我逛完我的夜总会。
Revelio.
干嘛？跳跳跳！啊，地图。
傻小啊！
傻小。
这是超级爆麦的配凤吗？
嗯。
哦，对，就是他。
以前枪哥很喜欢这首歌哎。
爆音版的吗？
枪哥很喜欢这首歌是怎样？ 铁匠铺，欢迎来到铁匠铺。
好。 应该是听他废话完。好，我可以破任务了。
哦，大瓜牛。 悉尼血，悉尼的血，防御。我中毒。
I'm always looking for an excuse to go to spin witches, even if I can't afford a new broom.
Do you think we'll learn how to brew our Mortentia? Strongest love potion.
等我一下。
好。
有点没有头绪。嗯。要干嘛？哪里？
我是什么？
邀你。
鼠王。主厨哦，料理主厨。
硕鼠。
料理主王。
硕鼠。
硕鼠，无食我黍哦。
开始喽！
它怎么变小只了？怎么变那么多只？太可怕了吧！
要干嘛？
啊？
哦，这新任务哦。
这新任务，我也不知道干嘛，我也不知道他这要玩什么。哦，哦，有这种话。
一开始就这么凶哦。你看起来真的有吸毒哎。
哎呦，这鼠王怎么越打越多只？
哇
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes.
但好像我国中的时候。
Us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
你们国中这么凶哦？哦。这是老头吗？
Another adventure, are we?
Join the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves, where were you?
小罗被
In the Goblin
被暴打
Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it,
很小
the
罗。
Minister for Magic was
Oh.
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
对。
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Pete.
James Harden 怎样？干，你还有戴安全帽哎。
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
炸弹鼠。
炸弹鼠
Shall we
好像
begin?
哦。
Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
我闻到宝藏的味道。
Even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
我靠！
我掉出来了，还没装。
欧之，我想要护甲。
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you.
在左方的护甲获得加2格档。传说。叫什么啊？好贵哦！钥匙。有一处宝藏。
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
先拿这个好了。
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
在搞。
要跟教授去校外教学吗？
Good luck, good luck.
我打洞。
哇！
哎呦！警察來啊！做咩警察嚟啊？冇
I've
打
always
我。
found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test?
想help 一下。他会吵死。
哇，太大！好像。木棒。
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day. Very good!
还有吗？
好像还有来。
哎，
下面那不是。
哦，那是这个人啊。哦，后面。
啊！直接从后面进来。
Splendid!
啊
Not to worry.
哦，下面还很多。
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
拉球球
啊！
死了！
我太勇猛了！哎，只有一次啊！
啊，真假？
哈！完了，我在耍雷。
这怎么打？这个 AI 全部都50分啊！
好像捡地上的钱。
在前面一点，拜托！哎，有了！嘿嘿。
嘿嘿。
There we go.
啊，怎么可以只一次？
Nicely
拉
done.
球球。
Here we go. That is how it's done.
你这都挡住我了。
哦，哪里啊？
哎，干！
Happens to the best of us.
哈哈，都掉下去了，输了，太皮了，拉太大力了。
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
有什么传说？
Yes.
哎，我怎么又？
现在要干嘛？
跳出一个什么 live， 我不知道。
取回达克斯招
Do
切的。
not think I will start going easy on you now.
我已经不知道我干嘛了。我现在只能看了。
That's it.
Be sharp.
哎，他玩掐的。
这个传说武器不可能不拿吧
Well done.
就这样了。
Watch this.
哎呀，
There we go. I know everyone's watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
干怎么都一样
Don't lose
啊
your composure.
哦哟，输了。啊！最后一球都掉了。
Very good, both of you. Well done.
有些宝物，宝箱怪，
宝箱怪，
戳死你了，这宝箱怪。
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
啊，罚掉，罚掉。
That's good to hear.
Rebecca， 好啊。
It's a lot to take
你
in
也
all
想要
at
上
once.
婚
To
哦？
put it lightly.
我们请教练带我们上分，好教练。
没有啊，基本我跟布莱恩玩，不是布莱恩啦，我跟同名课玩都是，他其实都跳人少点，然后我们都盘中期，然后偷吃人。
好，刚刚说活泼乐吗？活泼乐。
大兵比较适合当陆军。
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest
没有啊
wizarding school in the world.
我才赢1而已啊。
怀疑啊，你怀疑教练
Bigger than Hogwarts.
对不起，
But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming.
没有，我才赢1而已啊。只布莱恩刚好在金牌，跟他打完之后他就上白金，我不能跟他排。
Is Wagadu a
不是
castle?
布莱恩，同名坤。
It addresses mountains of the moon.
布莱恩是同
It
名
is not
坤。
so much a castle as
哎
a beautiful
，Brian 不是自己
edifice
去
carved
，Brian
out
不
of
是
the
自己去东
mountainside.
京啊，上次他来。
对他
remember
跟他
the
家人
first
去，
time
他
I saw
我们问
it,
他，我
the
们问
mist
他，
was so thick I could hardly make out anything at
他去
all.
滑雪，他有去
And
滑
then
雪。
it just materialized before
东
me.
京哪来的
This
雪可以滑？
enormous school
他是去
that
日
seemed
本
to be floating
几天？
in
去北海
midair.
道，他有去北海道。
8天是不是？
他是去日本，我也不知道。
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as
东
it
京
is
离
here?
北海道很远。
Mostly
我先
yes.
把
But I
iPad
did
打
have
开
to。learn how to use a wand.
他可能都有去吧，我记他说他去
Hardly
那个
anyone
哎，
at
你知道他去
Wagadu
几
uses
天吗？
1个礼拜。
没有不止，我记得他他那时候说去几天，12哦还13，
14
超级
天。
多。
射烂了豆腐。
我们应
You
该也
can
能
cast
去。
spells without a wand.
Oh
Yes.
yes.
我们
I find
去
wondrous
90天
magic
啊，
to
最
be
多可以
much
待
more
90天。
instinctive.
那你要有
Not to
签
mention
证是
quite
不是？
convenient if
旅
one
游
is
签证有
grabbed
90
and
吗？
wand.
没有吧？旅游
没有
签证
I
90
must
免
admit,
签啊，
however,
免签是
that I
90
am
天啊。
growing quite fond of
哎，
using a wand.
跑这么
It
快？
seems very
免签90天
dramatic.
啊。
是吗？我不知道，
哦，
我没有
你可以在
研究过。
那边待90
It's
天，
nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for
你就
asking.
在
I do
东
miss
京
Wagadu,
乞讨，
but I am glad to be here at
看
Hogwarts.
有没有人
Ah,
可以
I
给你
think
钱。
Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
你可能晚上就被那个不良
Of
抓走
course,
了。
you can use Accio
如
and
果
这样啊
是妹子的
啊，
话
我后面
没有
我
关系。
们储存一
如果是
下
妹子的话，
讲太多了。
还有储存的。
为什么我下载 wallpaper 载这么慢啊？
又要看 A 片，
没有了，
但你不要下载会动的那种了。
怎样？
不是我用 Steam 载。
A word, if you would.
为什么
You'd be using it
白
to
痴，
Yeah.
不要下来会
be precise, Sebastian.
啊，
You
真的
wanted to
是
speak with me, Professor?
我有
I
大卡
did.
车，
I
你会分
trust
享
your
一下？
first charms
Oh.
lesson lived up to expectation.
Well,
Okay,
an
then
outdoor
it's the cheater.
competition
哎，我跟你讲
isn't，
妈的，
exactly
那
the
个是
lesson I was expecting.
你这个是中过的
What
人
charm is there
好
in
吧
the
我就
expected?
中过那
Miss
个没有。
Onai is a talented witch.
我中过啊
Take。it in stride.
他那时候跟我说什么？哎，
One
你看这个
guest
周
from
杰
the
伦失
battles
去一
one
切，然后
has
就点下
lost.
去，然后就
我看是我失去一切吧。
Miss
你是猜
Onai
B 点
is
的吗？
always a
我点
fierce
的吧。
competitor,
是我点的。
though I
我
sense
还跟
that
你
she
们
is a
分享
bit
那你还跟我分享，超白痴。
那时候我在而已。
Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum.
超好笑哦，那一定是中毒标配哦。
Special assignment that I am preparing for you.
哎呦，他突然弹出一个四方，这种周杰伦失去一切，我想说，哎呦，怎么了？我来看一下。
你完了。
早上说这件事情，下午就一直说，哎呀，手机那个周杰伦失去一切，到底要怎么解读？
不是我直接中毒哎，然后我东西又不见了，然后我不知道怎么办，一直弹那个四方出来。
好啦，
后来就
我们就开到这边，我等等要去爬分。
周杰伦失去一切了，就离开这边了。